The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Video Sports.
Henschel from the Wildcat. Henschel now will get it with a head full of steam. There goes Henschel to the end zone. Touchdown right through the shoot mark.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for Best Digital Production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, in-depth analysis, and top-notch production.
With 6 seconds left on the clock, Gannon Schwartz, misdirection, goes out to the right. He's got a man in the end zone. Two-point conversion for the Vikings!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multi-year first-place winner for Best Play-by-Play in the state.
In motion comes Neal. Play fake to Neal.
Got him.
Eli Mikulkevich down the field. Hauled in by the Cardinals!
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Lens Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marion University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Taglia-Petra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office,
Michaels Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Vogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Sauer Family Dental.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
A good Thursday evening to you from the Ledge here at Hutter Gymnasium on the campus of St. Mary's Springs Academy. Jordan King with you here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth, coming to you for this evening's Flyway Conference contest where Lomira has an opportunity to clinch its first outright conference championship in more than 25 years, and the Lions can do that by beating, well, one of the teams that has really ruled the conference over the course of the last decade, and that's St. Mary's Springs. The Ledgers maybe slightly down this year and have certainly dealt with their fair share of injury and some adversity this season, but right now, I mean, as it has the whole season long, Lomira looks the class of the Flyway Conference, and they look like one of the best teams in the state of Wisconsin. And through the pregame show, we'll talk about the where Lomira stacks up in terms of some of the metrics that are out there from Bound Wisconsin, from some of the things that the WIAA released earlier a couple of weeks ago with the mid-season seeding as well. And all of that stuff paints the Lomira Lions in a very, very good light, as it should, for a team that is 18-1 on the season and undefeated in a really good Flyway Conference as well. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. As I mentioned, I'm Jordan King. Carries along, punching the buttons here tonight. Cam's on the camera, and appreciate their help here this evening as well. Through the pregame show, we'll talk to both coaches and get you set up for tonight's conference contest. Looking around the Flyway here tonight, Lomira here at Springs, Amro at Winnebago Lutheran, North Fondy at Laconia, and Mayville is at Campbellsport tonight. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back with more of the pregame show brought to you by Integrity Saw and Tool right after this. Stay with us.
Here we go. Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is ready for your next project. So be sure to talk to Dave and his experienced staff. You know, from air compressors to chainsaws, excavators, lifts, tools, saws, and so much more. Now, do you have your snowblower tuned up and ready for the upcoming winter season? Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair can do it. Check out their expanded rental lineup too. Mention the words Radio Rental to get a 10% discount on your next rental. You can find them on Ford Drive on the west side of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is a proud Echo and Cub Cadet dealer.
Love your home from the inside and out with new windows from Infinity from Marvin. Ultrex fiberglass is 8 times stronger than vinyl and virtually maintenance-free. Find out why more people are choosing fiberglass.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Lakeside Wealth Management would like to welcome Jack Cole. Jack joined Lakeside Wealth Management in October of 2023 after previously working as an equity research analyst at Craig Holman Capital Group.
Hi, this is Jack Cole with Lakeside Wealth Management. Every client gets our undivided attention, from planning to execution to follow-up. We take a proactive approach to helping you develop a strategy to address your financial goals and objectives using the most efficient methods available. Learn more at lakesidewealthmanagement.net.
Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Schroffnagel Implement of Lomira is a proud sponsor of the Lions in today's game. A family-owned and operated business since 1951. They're a full-service ag and lawn and garden center, too. Pickup and delivery are available. Schroffnagel Implement of Lomira. Check out their brand-new, up-to-date website at schroffnagel.com. That's schroffnagel.com. Go Lions from your number one team at Schroffnagel Implement, Lomira.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
The Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show rolls on here from Hutter Gymnasium. And, you know, I buried the lead there in segment number 1. It's Ben Baker night here on the Ledge. Well, it's senior night, but the Ledgers only have one senior. That's the aforementioned Ben Baker, who you'll hear Coach Krieger talk about him in great length during our Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview coming up in a couple of minutes. But a player that is going to graduate with 800-plus points, 300-plus rebounds. He's the program leader in assists. That happened back last Friday against Winnebago Lutheran in that loss, and Ben Baker passed Sam Kuhn for the tops in the program history in terms of assists, and just one of the all-time good guys out there as well, a great, not only a great athlete, but a great sportsman, and demonstrates great sportsmanship out there as well. And one of the about 4 players, I look at Jake Bresky, Gannon Schwartz, Ben Baker, and Cash Farrell as 4 players that have really, over the course of the last 4 years, have had just tremendous careers. And 4 guys that everyone else in the flyway are kind of saying, aren't they ready to graduate yet? Well, they finally are this season, and we're going to see 2 of them coming up here tonight in the Lions, Jake Bresky, and the Ledgers, Ben Baker. So that's coming up here tonight on Radio Plus Video Sports. We're going to take a time out. As we do, we'll see our Lens Truck Center Play of the Week, and that's brought to you by the fine folks over at Lens Truck. When we return, we'll talk to Coach Kyle Krieger from St. Mary's Springs. Stay with us.
Thanks to Lens Truck Center and Radio Plus Video Sports for saluting our play of the game. Each and every week, Lens Truck Center teams up with us to salute a great play of the game. This from Laconia.
Robertsberger double, gets through it. It's stolen by Cash Farrell. Farrell with speed in transition. Goes up and under off the glass. What a bucket from Cash Merrill.
He was heavily contested in the up and under there. Wow, that was good.
Again, it's our play of the game this week from Len's Truck Center Radio Plus Video Sports in partnership with Jeff's Live Streams.
Got the trucks at Len's Truck.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, what?
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagle Petra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
Dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy, pre- and post-orthopedic surgery, to work and sports injuries. The staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to you and your recovery. Your personal care plan starts with a visit to Back in Action in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein. Back in Action, getting you back in the game. BackinActionRehab.com.
One of my favorite things about working at Hoppers is meeting all the new people, seeing all the new faces come in. We come out with a new product or a new way to do something and they come in. I find a lot of joy in just seeing them smile.
I think that all of our customers come in with a vision and they have an idea in their head of like what they want their apparel to look like. Our goal is to exceed the customer's expectations by providing them with high quality apparel and help bring their ideas to life.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac. Making your move and storage of goods simple.
We return on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview here with Coach Krieger. And Coach, just said it before we got going here. Senior night, you got the laundry list. Maybe not a laundry list. It's Ben Baker night for you guys. Obviously a chance here to reflect on a tremendous career. One of, maybe 4 or 5 guys in this conference that have made a really big impact over their 4-year careers, really, and all 4 of them played big roles for 4 years for their teams, and Ben is yours, right?
Yeah, exactly, and just looking, kind of preparing for tonight and what he's done and what he's meant for our program. When he ends his career, he's going to have 800 or so points, over 300 rebounds, over 300 assists, close to 200 steals. He's done a lot. And when I look at and see this 5'10" kid who's not ultra athletic, but just competes and just knows how to play the game, everyone around here, everyone in our conference is pretty darn lucky he's not 6'1", no, he's had a great career for us and been part of one conference championship, and he's a better kid than he is an athlete. Makes me feel old because I coached both his mom and his dad and had them in class back in the day. But a great kid, comes from great parents, and it's been a pleasure, to coach him the last 4 years.
You don't chart career deflections, do you? Where would he stack up on that?
I haven't looked at that because nobody really cares about deflections except a few of us, and he's way up there. I'll look at that, but that's not one of those career things. But he's up there.
We'll get a, before everything's all said and done, we'll get a tab in Bound, Wisconsin for deflections or something like that. All right, Coach, hey, first place Lomira comes in here, a chance for them to clinch a conference title. You guys have been on their side of things a lot recently. I mean, you guys have won a lot of conference championships, and you probably know better than anyone what you guys get to do, and that's perhaps try to play spoiler tonight. It's a tough group, a group that Coach Kohler can go 10, 11 deep. What do you what the laundry list that you can go through with the Lions that make them so tough?
Yeah, Coach Kohler, he's kind of. I just told him you've set yourself up for failure, man. When you're this good your first year, but he's done a really nice job, and they have all kinds of talent. Before I came back to school, I ran into a former player, Charlie Bowe, graduated in 2001. He was a player when we beat Lomira in our gym, and it was our only regular season loss of the entire season. Major upset. We're going to try to do that tonight. But they're just loaded. They can put 3 or 4 shooters on the floor, like you mentioned, with their depth. If a couple of guys are having bad nights, they'll find a couple that are having good nights. You have Jake Brusky inside, who's 6'9", and they're the total package, and they're going to win the flyway. They've had a great season, and when was the last time a flyway team made a deep run or made it to state? It's been a while. So, as much as I want to beat them tonight, I hope that come March they make a long run, and we can watch them play down at the Kohl Center.
Might be that 2000 Lomira team. I don't know. That team that you were talking about, right? The team that you guys were able to upset.
But I mean, even in the conference, who else, right? Maybe there's been I don't think anyone's gotten a state for a while. And, who knows? Maybe it's their turn this year.
If you could boil it, performance-wise, what are you looking for from your guys tonight?
We got to play really hard. We got to play really well. And, we're going to need to shoot really well. And defensively with Brusky, we got a couple things that we're going to try to do. We're going to try to double team him a little bit, like everybody does, but he's still averaging about 20 a game. It's going to be a tall order for sure. We've been evaluating ourselves after each game, right, with a stair steps, right? And the last couple of weeks we've taken steps up. We haven't gone backwards. So if we can stay on that step that we're at tonight, well, we were there last week. We don't want to be there again. We need to take a step. Realistically, does that mean we leave here with a win tonight? I'm not sure, but I think we can make strides. We can take steps, even if we wouldn't have the opportunity to win tonight. But we're gonna try like hell. We'll play hard, and I'm sure I'll get red in the face and red in the head, and we'll see what happens.
Thanks for the time, Coach. Enjoy Ben Baker night.
All right, thank you.
There you go. That's Coach Kyle Krieger from St. Mary's Springs. Fondy Family Dental, Dr. Chad and his team will make you smile before, after, and yes, even during your appointment. Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report got pain. See Shane, Dr. Shane Bauer, and the great folks at Bauer Chiropractic. For the Ledgers, for the first time in what seems like the entire season, they are as healthy as they have been. Now, that doesn't mean everyone's out there at 100%. Baker's got some dings. Matt Miller has some dings. They're not at 100%, but they should have everyone full go, other than Xander Lenz, who we mentioned all season, hasn't played because of an ankle injury that he suffered, or a leg injury that he suffered during football season. So other than that, Springs pretty healthy. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back in just a couple of minutes, and we will hear from Coach Nick Kohler from Lomira. That's next on Radio Plus.
Keller, building trust since 1960. For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Back here in the Integrity Sawn Tool pregame show, Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview here with Coach Kohler from Lomira. And Coach, last talk before that WLA game, and tough conference game that you guys knew you were going to run into. You guys got it done there. Keep the momentum rolling here. I guess as you look down last week of the season before seeding, at least, last chance to kind of put the numbers on the board for the computer, whatever those numbers are. We don't know, but hey, wins are always good, right?
Yeah, and an opportunity here to clinch a conference championship, which would be the first one for Lomira since 2000, so that's a pretty cool thing. So hopefully we can do that tonight, and I think that's some extra motivation for the guys. So, yeah, just trying to close the season out, getting better, and preparing ourselves for the playoffs the best we can.
Talking to your guys a couple of times this year, they've mentioned doing things for the first time in, X amount of years since that 2000 team. Obviously, step number one is a conference championship. You worry about all that other stuff later, but just how impressed have you been with how they've dealt with those expectations and those goals that clearly have been set for themselves?
Yeah, for sure. We talk about that regularly. There is pressure on us. It's a weird situation for a first-year coach, and it's a weird situation for the team. And I think we've handled ourselves really well, being able to be undefeated through the conference to this point. Still a couple tough games left. I'm proud of how we've responded, and even some of our non-conference games, when we've been tested, we're 2-0 in overtime. So, we've really showed when it's on the line, we come and we're ready to play and fight. So,
you look at these last couple of games to clinch a conference championship. Again, going wire to wire undefeated in this league is no joke. It doesn't happen very often. That's a possibility for your guys. Just, I guess, what's your message here over the last couple of games to make sure that you guys kind of keep the focus where it should be?
I think the phrase that I've said to the guys is leave no doubt. We could probably hand a couple games down the stretch, and it might not matter for the 1 seed or conference, but what would that do for us going to the playoffs? So we got to come into every game and just try and win every single game that we can, and leave no doubt to whether that be the computers or, we only won the conference by 1 game. We just want to take care of business throughout.
What do you see from this Springs team? Obviously a tough place here to play on the ledge, and first time you guys played these guys, you jumped out to a big lead early and kind of was able to coast there before Christmas. But what do you see from this Ledger team that if they're going to sneak up and get someone, what do you see from them that would be the case for Springs?
Yeah, I think they got some guys that are playing really well right now. Joey Kuhn's playing really well. Obviously, they got Baker, who's a really good player, and I think we did a good job the first time around, so I'm sure he'll be ready to go this time. They're doing some different things defensively here that I think is good tests for us. We talked about how can we get better the next couple weeks. They might play some zone tonight, which would be great practice because we might see that later on. I think just us being prepared and taking every possession, not for granted, turnovers, limiting stuff like that. I think it should be good for us, but if we fall into a trap early or get down, which we have plenty of times this year, it's going to be a battle, and they're going to want to come out and win this one for sure. So, yeah.
There you go. That was Coach Nick Kohler from Lomira. His Lions looking to clinch a outright Flyway Conference title coming up here tonight and stay unbeaten in the Flyway Conference. That's our Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview part 2. And their Bauer Chiropractic injury report also clean. They just got Hunter Dooley back from a 2-game absence. He's going to start tonight, and we'll tell you about the rest of the starters coming up in just a couple of minutes. Our keys to the game are built by Pino Construction. Turn vision into reality with the great folks at Pino. For the Ledgers, got to be making shots. You heard Coach Krieger talk about it. Now they got their hands full defensively, but they're going to have to score right along with this Lomira team. There's only so much you can do defensively against the Lions. Springs is going to have to bring it on the offensive end of the floor, which has been a problem over the course of portions of this season. But that's big for the Ledgers, for Lomira. Just keep on keeping on. This has been a machine over the course of the season, and it looks like it's just continuing to get better for a team that looks to make a run towards the Kohl Center in just a couple of weeks. As we take a timeout, we'll come back. We'll get our starters and the tip. Before that, the Lens Truck Center Player of the Week, or the Athlete of the Week. And that's brought to you by Lens Truck. Back in the Integrity Sawn Tool pregame show right after this.
Each week, Lens Truck Center and Radio Plus Video Sports salute a great student athlete of the week. Congratulations to Fond du Lac's TJ Johnson.
TJ looks for Giesel and TJ Johnson for 3. Yes. And that's a big shot right there. Circle that one down at the 10:05 mark. Shot on the way, TJ Johnson for 3.
The senior scored 23 in a conference victory over Appleton East this past Friday night.
The main thing for the second half was just go crazy. Just communicate, do everything that we did the first half, do it better.
Again, TJ Johnson is our Student Athlete of the Week this week from Radio Plus Video Sports and Lens Truck Center.
TJ Johnson will dribble, drive, penetrate, and go, and 1! TJ Johnson again for the Cardinals.
We got the trucks at Lens Truck.
At our store, it's about the people, and it's about the experience you have from the minute you walk through our doors. It's about serving you and listening to what you came in for. It's having real conversations with people in our community, and it's giving back. It's being a one-stop shop for all your electronic, appliance, and home furniture needs. Since 1922, we've been sharing our knowledge and providing pieces that make your life just a little bit better. Silica for your home.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
We're back here at Hutter Gymnasium. They're going to recognize Ben Baker here for the Ledgers in just a moment. Let's get you the starting lineups. They're brought to you by Sargento Cheese. Sargento is looking for manufacturing superstars for general production machine operators, ops quality specialists, and maintenance pros. General production starting at $26 an hour plus shift premiums for second and third shifts. Sargento, your passion, our culture. Let's start with the visiting Lomira Lions. For Lomira, number 4 is Charlie Cole, a 5'10 junior guard. Cole averages 7.4 points per game so far this season. Number 5 is 6' junior guard Keegan Kell. Kell, 11.7 points per game. Kell shoots it from 3 at 48.8%. He's a 50% free throw or 3-point shooter. Again, the raucous round of applause for senior Ben Baker here for the Ledgers. Let's finish the starters for Lomira. Number 21 is Blake Stager, a 6'3 junior forward. Stager this season, 10.5 points per game. Number 23 is Hunter Dooley, 5'10 senior point guard. We mentioned him coming back from a 2-game absence. Dooley, 4.9 points per game. He's one of the best on-ball defenders out on the perimeter in the conference. And then number 33, 6'9 senior Jake Bresky, player of the year contender in the Flyweight Conference to be sure. 19.1 points per game and just shy of 10 rebounds, 9.8 rebounds per contest for Jake Bresky. So once again, the starters for Lomira, 4 Cole, 5 Kell, 21 Stager, 23 Dooley, 33 Bresky. Starters for the Ledgers, number 3, 6'1" junior Jack Judkins. Judkins averages 10.5 points per game. Number 10, 6'2" sophomore Will Jan. Jan in and out of the starting lineup this year. He averages 3 points per game. Number 22 is 6'4" junior forward Matt Miller. Miller, 2.5 points per game. He's out there to defend and rebound for the Ledgers. Number 23, Joey Kuhn, 6-foot junior guard. Kuhn having a tremendous second half of the season, 14.5 points per game for Joey Kuhn. And then the senior, number 4, Ben Baker, 5'10", senior guard, do-everything player for the Ledgers, 15.5 points per game. Tremendous season for Ben Baker despite not being at 100% for just about any of this senior year. Starters for the Ledgers, 3 Judkins, 4 Baker, 10 Jan, 22 Miller, 23 Kuhn. Those are the Sargento Cheese starting lineups, and we are just about ready to roll with our Right Way Home Improvement opening tip-off. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Contact Right Way today for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999. That's 920-929-8999. Or visit rightwaybuilt.com. That's going to close things out for our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Appreciate their support of local high school sports. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. You know, we were talking in the first segment there, and didn't want to cut either of these coaches' interviews short, as they both had better insight to offer you than me. But, you know, we're going to get into some of these metrics throughout the game tonight about where Lomira stacks up in the state of Wisconsin. Well, they were a 1 seed based on the mid-season seeds that were released by the WIAA. Lomira is going to play in sectional 3B. Other top seeds there: Partyville, a 2 seed. Marquezan was the 3, Horicon the 4, Poinette the 5, and then Marshall was the 6. Marshall knocked the Lions out last year, you'll remember, in their postseason run. So that's where Lomira was in the midseason ranking. Now, there's plenty of disdain for the seeds that came out this weekend on the girls' side. There will be coming up on Sunday when they release the boys' seeds as well. Someone's going to be unhappy no matter what seed they get. So that's the way it goes. But the Lions looking good for a 1 seed coming up this weekend. Bresky wins the tip for the Lions in their road blacks. It is a really classic looking uniform. The blacks are a sharp look. Here's Charlie Cole. Cole for 3. And it's an early lead on the Quest Interiors scoreboard for Lomira. And I've said this a couple of times this year, Cole has not quite got going this year to the heights we saw him reach at times last year. If he catches fire in the postseason, this is a Lomira team that can win the whole thing. Make no mistake about it. Here's Ben Baker. On Ben Baker night, comes up short, and the storybook start to the night not to be for Ben Baker. And the rebound cleared down. Here comes Cole the other way for Lomira. Here's Charlie Cole, middle of the paint. Has it stripped away by Will Jan, diving on the floor, and Cole was out of bounds. It's Ledger basketball. And by the way, Charlie Cole still 7.5 points per game. Still doing a lot of other nice things for the Lions, but, hasn't had those, consistent splash games that we saw a year ago and when he was shooting the ball above 40% from 3. Here's Joey Kuhn for the Ledgers. Gets to the free throw line, kicks it down to Will Jan. Jan wants a 3 from the corner. He's got a 3 from the corner. And we're tied up here at 3 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard after a minute and a half to play. Near side with Hunter Dooley. And here's that zone that Coach Kohler was mentioning that Springs has had to go to over the last couple of games. Underneath, pass from Bresky to Stager. And Blake Stager, count it, and the foul. And Coach Krieger unhappy with that defensive possession for the Ledgers. Last week when Lomira played Winnebago Lutheran, we saw Blake Stager just take over in the first half. And that time clanks it off the back iron and down. 6-3. A Charlie Cole 3 and a 3-point play the old-fashioned way for Blake Stager has the Lions up early. Here's Will Jan, just made the 3 for Springs, now slips off the screen, and ends up with Ben Baker. Down to Jack Judkins in the corner. This one's strong. Rebound tipped out by Jan, tipped up by Kuhn, and here comes Charlie Cole. Cole behind the back dribble. That one dribbles off his heel, and it was going to go back to Springs, but the Ledgers' Joey Kuhn looking up ahead for Will Jan, who couldn't track it down. Nice job by Keegan Kell to usher that out of play. So a couple of live ball turnovers here for both teams. Here's Keegan Kell. He's one of the best three-point shooters in the state, and he's got his first. And it's 9-3 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. And Keegan Kell is another player who really has just kind of relied on the three-point shot, and we saw his dynamic ability to get to the rim a season ago. He's got other facets to his game that he could unleash in the postseason that could once again make this Lomira Lion team a state championship contending outfit. And again, we're talking a lot about the offense, rightfully so, for Lomira, as they're one of the most potent teams that you'll find, but defensively, they're a tough out too with all of their length on the defensive side with Stager and Kell. And then on ball, out on the perimeter, be hard-pressed to find an on-ball defender as good as Hunter Dooley in a backcourt. That ball was deflected. They're going to have a conversation. It sure looked like Lomira deflected that defensively. And I wonder if they might give this back to Springs. Yeah, they will give it back to the Ledgers. Much to the anger or disdain of the Lomira fans. It did certainly look like it got deflected. I think Coach Kohler's point there was that, yeah, you didn't see it until they shouted about it. But anyways, here's Jack Judkins. Floater up, missed it. Rebound down with Stager. Here comes Blake Stager. Finds Keegan Kell in the corner. And could have given it right back to Stager. Instead goes with the skip pass to Dooley, who hands off to Charlie Cole. Kell thought about the 3 and then throws it away. Miscommunication with Hunter Dooley. That was a quarterback to wide receiver connection that went awry there from the gridiron. And look out, the Lions are going to be good in football coming up next season as well. They had an extremely young offensive line, still had a very nice year. In fact, their season came to an end against these St. Mary Springs Ledgers. Here goes Ben Baker through the hand fighting of Hunter Dooley, Jack Judkins, and now Joey Kuhn. Kuhn spins past Kell, goes through the contact, and he'll go to the free throw line. Thanks to Serauer Family Dental for their support of high school sports coverage this season. Dr. Todd Serauer is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Serauer, to their new office on South Main Street. Come visit them and see how the Serauer family is making you smile generation after generation. Visit them at SerauerDental.com today. First free throw no good for Joey Kuhn, and he'll have another opportunity from the free throw line where he's been very good this season, and he's gotten there a ton, especially the second half of the year when Kuhn has just really turned things on, and he's had to with some of the injuries, not the least of which was Ben Baker's dings. Here's it's probably the worst three-point shot that Keegan Kell shot this year. I mean, he has made just about everything he's looked at this season. That one clanked off the side of the backboard, and it was tied up underneath. So arrow points back to Springs on the held ball. 4 minutes gone here, and Springs hanging tough. Here's the skip pass from Baker underneath to Rodriguez. And that 3 from Joey Kuhn, no good, but the rebound on the far side by Bentley Coots. Here's Baker's one-handed pass snapped over to Kuhn. He's fouled by Charlie Cole, and there's 3 coming here for Joey Kuhn. And Kuhn Cole couldn't believe it. Kuhn kind of had a wry smile on his face as well. Interesting if you'd be able to get another look at that. We aren't able to live here. But 3 coming here for Joey Kuhn. Second one's good as well. I can think of worse ways to get yourself going offensively than 5 early free throws, and that's what Joey Kuhn's got. Free throw, no good. Bentley Coots tips it out of bounds. Who's that over to? Yeah, it'll go to Lomira, as Coots was the last one to touch it. So Joey Kuhn with a 3 for 5 start from the charity stripe and helping keep Springs in this game. Ledger's really extending the pressure out near half court. Cal loses track of it, and Ben Baker is able to tie it up there. Baker with relentless pressure out near half court, but it'll stay with the Lions on the arrow. On Bound Wisconsin's power rankings, Lomira is the 3rd ranked team in Division 4. Here's a 3 for Charlie Cole. He's 2 for 2. Cole's got the lead back doubled up here for Lomira. Get back to that Bound Wisconsin power rankings in a moment, but especially in their sectional, they are far and away the highest ranked team in terms of the power rankings here. Here's a Bentley Coots 3 that comes up short. Rebound down with Blake Stager. Now, if you look at the state rankings, the coaches poll, or the media poll, I should say, here's Jake Bresky, and it's tied up underneath. So that'll go back over to Springs. Nice job, Brody Stefani, there on the defensive side. Vastly outsized was the 6-foot Brody Stefani, giving up 9 inches to Jake Bresky, but was able to tie up the big man there. Bresky yet to score yet tonight. Pretty unusual. This is a tough pass, goes through the hands of Dooley, and Joey Kuhn saves the possession for the Ledgers, and he'll reset it with Baker. Baker, jab step underneath to Stefani. Brody Stefani goes to work on Keegan Kell. Hook shot, no good. Rebound, Jake Bresky. Darlington is ranked number 5 in the state, and Darlington would be a sectional final opponent for the Ledgers for the Lions, should they make it that far. Here's Bresky, middle of the paint, hook shot, good touch from the big man, and he's on the board tonight. And the lead for the Lions is 8 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. This opening portion of the game brought to you by Will Brands, Wisconsin Lighting Lab. Appreciate their sponsorship of high school sports. Here's Bentley Coots, trapped there, stolen by Jackson Bloom, who just got onto the floor. He gets it up to Charlie Cole. Cole with the left hand, can't get it to go. Bresky nearly followed it up with a hammer dunk and ends up deflecting off of Cole, who is already out of bounds. So back over to the Ledgers. Jack Judkins and Matt Miller returning for Springs. Joey Kuhn gets an early break here. About 6 minutes gone in this contest, and a kind of a 1-3-1, 1-2-2-ish look here. It's going to be a 1-2-2 zone. That's what it looks like here for the Lions, and Ben Baker going to try to shoot him out of it. That one's too strong, so a little short on the first and a little long on the second for Ben Baker. Still looking for his first points on Ben Baker night, also known as senior night. Handed out T-shirts to the whole student body, and Coach Krieger's wearing a Ben Baker T-shirt down there as well. We'll maybe zoom in at some point tonight during a break or something like that. Get you a look at the Ben Baker T-shirts that they handed out. Here's the deflection, the miss from Cole. His first miss of a jump shot here tonight. He started hot with a couple of threes. That one doesn't go, deflects out of bounds, but stays with the Lions. So Dooley will fire into the backcourt to Jackson Bloom. And Bloom will initiate the offense, working on Jack Judkins. Springs in man-to-man defense for the first time tonight. And a timeout for Coach Kohler. He is not happy with his team. You could hear from up here. He said, "What are we doing?" 30-second timeout. We're back in 30 on Radio Plus.
Camera Casino, do you copy?
Yep, loud and clear.
I'm reporting a successful mission from our new location. This new technology is out of this world. Canon, Nikon, Sony, the best images yet. Look at all these new tripods and bags, the best selection south of the sun.
Great. When can we expect the shipment?
In about a week, as long as I don't get stranded.
For stellar products and service, visit Camera Casino at our downtown Oshkosh location.
All right, back out of the timeout there, taken by Coach Kohler. There you go. There's Coach Kyle Krieger. He's got the Ben Baker t-shirt on tonight. They are honoring the only senior on the floor and one that has had a massive impact wearing a Ledger uniform this season. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors, Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones making sense of investing. Foul there underneath on, I believe, Matt Miller is who that'll go on, working on Jake Bresky. And I think that was probably just trying to get into the mind of Coach Kohler. I think that was probably his big criticism of the Ledgers before that timeout. Here goes Bresky straight to the hole, and easy as you like. Bresky with a 5-inch advantage on Matt Miller, who is the tallest player on Springs roster. Here's a 3. Joey Kuhn. So Kuhn has 6 here of the 9 for the Ledgers early in this contest. Excuse me. Get back to that point. The Ledgers went man-to-man. Here's a 3 for Keegan Kell. That one misses short. Rebound out to Charlie Cole on the long deflection. But for the first time, the Ledgers went man-to-man, and Springs didn't see it. Lomira didn't see it. They weren't getting the ball into Bresky, who has that massive size advantage. And as I say that, Bresky misses at the rim. Here's Jack Judkins. Joey Kuhn back to Judkins. Gives it down to Willian. He's trapped there. Goes past Dooley. Fires it up. That's deflected by Kell. Saved by Miller. Here's a 3. And a timeout for the Ledgers. This one taken by Coach Krieger. Let's take it with him. 16-9. Back after this on Radio Plus.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Back here out of the timeout. Springs basketball. Coach Krieger, a very well-timed timeout there to avoid a Brenton Rodriguez travel. He kind of crow-hopped there before his three-pointer, and he's replaced by Ben Baker coming out of the timeout. 7-point lead for the Lions. And Maddox Bodden onto the floor for the first time for Lomira, and it looks like they're going to be in a 2-3 zone here now, will Lomira. So they're going to work on some things here. Baker with a shot fake, kicks it down to the corner. Joey Kuhn for 3. This one no good. A little bit strong and tapped out by Matt Miller. Good block out there by Jackson Bloom. Bloom 6 foot, giving up 3 or 4 inches there on Matt Miller, but able to block him out far enough to make Miller tip that out of bounds. And again, the Ledgers to a man-to-man. This time the Lions get it straight to Jake Bresky, and he spins to the hoop for his 5th and 6th points of the night. And once again, the Lions have doubled up the Ledgers. Here goes Jack Judkins to the hole, and he's fouled by Jake Bresky. Got on the hip of Bresky there, and a foul whistled on the big man. Just his first and the 3rd for the Lions. 9.5, just under 9.5 minutes to play here in this first half. And Jack Judkins looking for his first points, goes to the free throw line. First one good. In case you were wondering there, I mentioned the mid-season seeds for the Lions. For Springs, they're in sectional 4A. They were a 7 seed. WLA was the 6, and Laconia was the 5. As Judkins goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. So there you go. For whatever that means, it means, well, absolutely nothing, as there's more work to be done this week before the seeds coming up here this weekend. And really, with the computers, you could just have them come out the Friday you just play the whole season and have them come out the Friday. It still gives teams plenty of time to prepare. You get that Friday practice, that whole weekend, plus Monday. Here's a tie-up. It'll stay with the Lions. You know, I'm sure there's teams that would maybe prepare maybe a day earlier, but, I mean, realistically, if you're in a conference title hunt, you're preparing for that final conference game. You're not thinking about the playoffs until the time. So that just, why release them as early as they do, I'm not sure. Here's Jake Bresky. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Questions for people that are smarter than I to ponder. Bresky was a shooting foul, so he'll go to the line for 2 free throws, and he's good on the first. Bresky hit some key free throws down the stretch against Winnebago Lutheran to ice away that game against the Vikings. And obviously you don't ever want to lose any games, but I do think Lomira has, here's a nice offensive rebound by Cooper King, and King's had a couple of games this season where he's had 20-plus points. He's got his first points here in the first half. Judkins misses the 3 from the corner, gets his own offensive rebound, and fires to Joey Kuhn in the corner. He's trapped there, and King's almost got a steal. This time he fouls Ben Baker 25 feet from the hoop. I think the Lions could survive a couple of losses this week and still be the number 1 seed. Now, again, you heard Coach Kohler talk about that. They don't want to do that. They want to keep this train rolling with all the momentum that it has. Lomira 11-0 in the conference. Mayville 8-3. Laconia and Winnebago Lutheran both 6-5. Amro is 5-6. Campbellsport and Springs both 4-7. North Fondy is 0-11 this season. Here's Jack Judkins, kicks it out to Joey Kuhn. Kuhn snaps it over to Bentley Coots, open for 3 in the corner. That one misses. Stefani gets his hand on it, can't keep it in play. Back over to Lomira goes the basketball. So interesting when you kind of look at some of the metrics. The power rankings by bound, in my opinion, seem to be more accurate than the computers if you look at the girls' side of things. But, you know, each year the coaches search for some transparency. Here's a miss from Keegan Kell. Offensive rebound by Bresky. He misses the fall away. And now Jackson Bloom's got a steal of Ben Baker. He throws it up, and it's finished at the hole by Bresky. He's got 7 now, does Jake Bresky, and it's a 12-point lead on the Quest Interior scoreboard, and now Jackson Bloom rises up and swats it away from Bentley Coots. Here goes Jackson Bloom, right past Coots, gets to the hole. He's fouled, count it. And the bucket for Jackson Bloom. What a 15-second spurt for the junior. Rises up, swats it away on one end, and then goes coast to coast with it, and he's fouled at the rack. Wow, what a play by the dynamic Jackson Bloom. And he's just continued to settle in, coming off of a season-ending injury a season ago. And, man, what a boost he's been over the last couple of weeks or the last month or two for the Lions. Missed the end one. Judkins nearly throws it away. That one's saved right back to Jackson Bloom. Here goes Bloom. Behind the back pass. Oh, sweet move. And there's the finish for Blake Stager. He's got 5 timeouts, Springs. It's a 16-point lead for the Lions. We're back after this on Radio Plus.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go. Delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future.
Anders Auto Parts, your locally owned bumper-to-bumper auto parts store serving the Fond du Lac area since 1956. Experienced and knowledgeable staff ready to serve you. Anders Auto Parts features PPG and Shopline auto paint, along with PPG Versalon commercial paint. Quality name brand auto parts. Anders Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street, behind American Family Insurance.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium, Jordan King with you in the Radio Plus broadcast booth. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Michaels Corporation. Appreciate their support of local high school sports. Well, Jackson Bloom, have yourself a minute stretch of ball game. Gets the block, gets the hoop in the arm. Next possession, picks one off at half court, behind the back pass for the assist. Here's Jack Judkins, misses. Jackson Bloom there for the rebound. He's everywhere right now. Mason Shelvin checked in for Lomira at that last intermission. Gets some much-needed rest for Jake Bresky. Here's a three. Keegan Kell's got another. Kell's up to 6 with a couple of threes. 19-point lead for the Lions. Just like that, they explode offensively, and Shelvin fouls Brody Stefani down underneath, and it'll stay. They're going to call this on the floor, so underneath inbounds here for the Ledgers. It just, and again, Jackson Bloom off the bench. Here's a three for Jack Judkins, and Judkins hits his first three of the ball game. He's got 5 now on the ball game. And Bloom's coming back the other way. Entry pass down underneath to Shelvin. Has his pocket picked by Joey Kuhn. And it'll stay with Lomira. So, I mean, you look at it's Jackson Bloom. You see Cooper King playing well off the bench. This is the depth of Lomira. And again, they have one of the strongest starting 5s you're going to find anyway. And so you're not even talking about them when you talk about depth. Their first 5 are so terrific. And then you go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or more in a game. Here's another Keegan Kell 3. And Shelvin's going to pick up his second quick one here. And that's not what Coach Kohler was looking for Mason Shelvin. I think Coach Kohler content to leave him out there with the 2 fouls and continue to give Bresky some rest on the bench with 6:09 to go in this first half. 16-point lead for Lomira. And here's a pass from Miller that goes off of the shoe of a Lomira defender, and then it's thrown away by Cooper King. And there's Mason Shelvin's 3rd foul as he gets Ben Baker at the rim. And so Mason Shelvin has picked up 3 fouls here in about a minute and a half of game time, maybe not even. And now springs into the bonus with Ben Baker at the stripe. First free throw good for the senior, and he's got his account open on Ben Baker night. And the second free throw for Baker is true as well. And then he's going to, no, they're going to sub out Matt Miller. Here comes Lucas Babler. And Jackson Bloom will trot into the front court for the Lions with a 14-point lead. It's a 5-0 spurt. Excuse me, 5-0 spurt here for the Ledgers. And Shelvin, oh boy, did Shelvin, oh, they're going to get a foul here on Ben Baker. Baker was still turned around. I tell you what, I think Shelvin should have picked up number 4 there. Instead, he's got a bucket, and Ben Baker, who threw his hands up in the air, couldn't believe he was boxing Shelvin out. Shelvin created all the contact that was there, and Baker was still turned around when Shelvin went up for the shot. So for that to be called on the shot is even perhaps more questionable. And here's Stefani, who has it deflected out of bounds. And he's the last one to touch it as well. So 5:37 to go here in the first half. The Lions with a 16-point lead on the Quest Interiors scoreboard, and they've given a nice break here to Jake Bresky in the first half. Here's Keegan Kell, gets to the mid-post, up with the floater, good. That's that portion of the game that Kell maybe hasn't utilized quite as much this season as they look for space inside for Blake Stager and Jake Bresky, but he's got every bit of that mid-range game, and he's tremendous at it. Babler comes up short on the 3. Here comes Jackson Bloom running the floor. Nice pass. Dishes it to Blake Stager. Another great dime from Bloom to Stager, and Blake Stager's up to 7 first half points. Man, if I'm any Lion player out there, I want to get on the floor with Jackson Bloom. Does he see the floor any good? That was tipped by Stager. Comes up short from Ben Baker, and the rebound cleared with Keegan Kell. Here's Shelvin running the floor well. He gets the fine from Cooper King, and another timeout from Springs. It's a full timeout. We're going to take the full timeout with them. Back in a minute on Radio Plus.
We at the Glamour Shop pride ourselves in having a fantastic team that offers unbeatable customer service at rates we can stand behind. Our motto has always been, let's talk about hair. We're a passionate, team-based salon where relationships with our clients are at the heart of everything we do. Our experienced stylists work with you to create the look you've always dreamed of. Whether it's a cut, color, or a fresh style, we invite you to experience the Glamour Shop difference. The Glamour Shop. Call for an appointment today.
Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory in Fond du Lac, a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Don and the team at Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory invite you to discover who has made Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the community. To find out more about Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematories, visit kirkyfuneralchapel.com.
Don Kirky and staff, Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Good luck to all area athletes from the entire staff at Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium, thanks to Sarower Family Dental for being part of our high school sports coverage. Dr. Todd Sarower is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Sarower, to their new office on South Main Street. Come visit them and see how the Sarower family is making you smile generation after generation. Visit SarowerDental.com. That's SARAUER dental.com today. 4.5 minutes till halftime, and it is a 22-point lead. Springs had it down to 14 for a moment, and then an 8-0 run from Lomira. Has it back out past 20, and here is another deflection off the leg of Jack Judkins. Back over to Lomira it goes. Springs searching here at this point in the game. Bresky, by the way, out on the floor for Lomira. Hard to miss him when he's out there. But he returned for Mason Shelvin. Here's Cooper King. Shot fake. King tries the left side. Nice backdoor cut. Blake Stager. I said this during the Winnebago Lutheran game. Blake Stager never stops moving. He's another guy I would love to play with if I was out there with Lomira. Speaking of, here's Stager on the miss from Judkins. Cooper King drives. Mid-post jumper, no good. Rebound down with Joey Kuhn and the Ledgers. 40-16 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Here's a Judkins three. This one comes up a little bit off to the left. And the rebound down with Hunter Dooley. Dooley into the front court, far side, Keegan Kell. Underneath, entry pass to Bresky. Bresky doubled, and Brody Stefani doing the best he can. But again, Bresky finishes, and again, Brody Stefani giving up better part of a foot down there. 9-inch difference between the 6'9" Jake Bresky and the 6-foot Brody Stefani. Joey Kuhn gets to the high post, lobs a pass to Babler, who fires one out to Ben Baker. Stuck out the right paw to keep that one in the front court. Baker to Judkins, down to the corner. Babler, shot fake there, leaves his feet, dangerous play. But Joey Kuhn catches far side. Runner no good. Rebound fought for. Baker's got it in the corner, and he'll lob it out to Babler. Here goes Lucas Babler. No look pass to Judkins. Judkins on the right wing. That one's no good. Rebound down with Keegan Kell. Kell shovels to Dooley. Dooley far side. Picked off by Judkins. Jack Judkins near side with Joey Kuhn. Wide open left wing three. That one's no good. Long rebound to Stager. One hand pass to Keegan Kell. He wants the transition three. Looks good. Comes up short. Rebound tipped by Bresky to Stager. Far side with King. And they'll slow it down a little bit here with Hunter Dooley. Down to the corner, Keegan Kell. This one's good for Keegan Kell. And he's into double figures with 11. 3 threes tonight. Here goes Joey Kuhn. Can't get it to go on the left side. And the rebound down with Keegan Kell once again. Here comes Kell. Has Kuhn right behind him. Pokes it away. Here comes Lucas Babler. Babler with the jump stop. Blocked by Blake Stager. Babler goes to the free throw line on the contact. 2 minutes to go. You know, Keegan Kell, he's got 3 threes in this first half. He's missed, maybe he's missed 3, I don't know. either 2 or 3. Keegan Kell has missed, but it seems like a lot for him, and that tells you just how good a three-point shooter he is. First free throw up and good for Lucas Babler. It's been one of the bright spots here for Springs here in this first half is the free throw shooting margin. Other than that, it hasn't been very positive, but they are 8 for 10 from the line here in this first half. Scoreboard obviously is not friendly for the Ledgers here tonight. Hunter Dooley collects for the Lions. He's into the front court, and man-to-man being played by Springs here. Here's Kincaid Total in the corner, top of the key with Cameron Ryan. Ryan's going to fire up a three. This one comes off the side of the backboard, and Jake Bresky's going to go back to the stripe. He's fouled underneath after getting the offensive foul, and it's on Ben Baker. Number 2 on Baker. And Bresky looking to build on an 11-point contest so far. He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line, make it 2 for 3. When Lomira plays like this, I'm sure there's plenty of good teams in Division 4. I'm not trying to undersell anyone. Man, this is a team you could certainly see playing down at the Kohl Center, isn't it? Here's Brenton Rodriguez for 3 from the corner. That one too strong. Rebound down with Dooley. Up ahead here to Maddox Bodden. One-hand pass snapped underneath to Ryan. Back out to Bodden. Here goes Maddox Bodden. Floater up, middle of the paint. Maddox Bodden, he started the first contest this year for Lomira against Horicon. Played a whale of a game. And to no fault of his own, Blake Steger came off the bench that night. Steger scored something like 16 or 18 points that night. Here's a 3 for Brenton Rodriguez that goes. Well, Coach Kohler couldn't sit Blake Steger after that. Here's another turnover by Lomira. Coming back the other way. Pass across the lane to Matt Miller. Miller can't believe he's not going to shoot free throws. And I think Hunter Dooley was surprised he wasn't whistled for a foul there after some of the whistles we've seen in the first half. But anyways, I mean, there's again, another just indicator of the depth of this team. Jack Judkins has it in the corner here. Maddox Bodden played a great game, ends up going to the bench because Blake Steger has just been so good this year. And who are you going to take off the floor? Charlie Cole, Keegan Kell. You're not taking Bresky off the floor. Hunter Dooley's had a great year. And Bodden has done really well in his role off the bench as well. Here's Bresky. Nice catch. Spins. Offensive rebound. Put back. Good. 24 seconds left, and the Lomira Lions have opened up a 30-point lead here in the first half. And there's a bench warning on Springs in a 30-point game. I'd think it'd be easy enough to ignore the comments when you're officiating a 30-point game, but maybe not. Here's Joey Kuhn. Under 12 seconds. Brenton Rodriguez gets to the mid post, now into the lane. Fires a pass far side. Here's Calvin Steffes with a shot fake, top of the key. Jack Judkins, 3 seconds left. It's stolen away by Hunter Dooley. Fired up by Ryan. It's good! Oh, they waved it off. That was easily out. That was easily out of his hands, and they're going to wave it off. You can go back and wait for the horn. That was down for Cameron Ryan. The Lomira fans are applauding him. It won't count. Let's take a timeout. Coming up next, Holiday Automotive Halftime Show. Back after this.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
A life in motion is a life well lived. At every age and every stage, We help you do more of the things you love, to keep you moving, to keep you achieving, to keep you striving. At Aurora Healthcare, we make care easier and more accessible than ever.
Lakeside Wealth Management would like to welcome Bennett Bresky. Bennett joined the team in May of 2023, following his graduation from St. Norbert College, where he graduated cum laude, earning his degree in business finance.
Hi, this is Bennett Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. No one strategy fits everyone, which is why every client gets our undivided attention. From planning to execution to follow-up, we take a proactive approach to helping you develop a strategy to address your financial goals and objectives using the most efficient methods available. Learn more at lakesidewealthmanagement.net.
Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Walk right in. That's the laid-back feeling you have when you work with the Roush Insurance Agency in Fond du Lac. Their agents are dedicated to putting your mind at ease when you make your insurance decisions. They live, work, and play here, and will make sure that they are there at the time of need for their clients and families. Visit RoushINS.com for more information or walk right in. 770 South Main Street in Fond du Lac. The Roush Insurance Agency, your hometown insurance team for over 30 years.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, zero tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Best Craft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. The design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
FBS Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank, banking made personal.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
All right, back here, Hutter Gymnasium halftime show brought to you by Holiday Automotive. Holiday, it's worth the trip. 50-20 on the Quest Interior scoreboard, a 30-point lead for Lomira here built at halftime. Let's give you the scoring update for both of the teams. Lomira led by Jake Bresky. He had 14, 11 for Keegan Kell, 9 for Blake Stager, 6 for Charlie Cole, 4 for Mason Shelvin, and 2 apiece for Cooper King, Maddox Bodden, and Jackson Bloom. For the Ledgers, Joey Kuhn had 6, Jack Judkins with 5, 3 apiece for Brenton Rodriguez and Will Jan, 2 for Ben Baker, and 1 for Lucas Babler. That's the scoring here at halftime. And all right, we pulled it up. It's very close. It was much closer than I thought it was on the Cameron Ryan half-court shot. I'm still pretty bullish that he got it off before the horn sounded. But it did look like, based on the camera angle we had, maybe it was just a little bit. So there you go. Apologies for me. Like I do every game, got one wrong. I'll get a lot wrong. A couple of halftime scores. Right now, it's on the Radio Plus family of networks. If the scoreboard is correct over in Laconia boys are trailing to North Fond du Lac 25-12 at halftime, which would be quite a eye-popping score. And then the only other score I was able to locate at this point was a 12-point halftime lead for WLA over Amra. We'll try to find some Mayville Campbell Sports scores for you as well. But for now, let's take a timeout. We'll come back with the second half of action right after this. Stay with us.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com. Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer at Bauer Chiropractic. Dr. Bauer can help relieve pain in arthritic knees, reduce or relieve pain from degenerative and herniated lumbar discs in your back. Dr. Bauer's laser treatment relieves pain and inflammation. Works like cortisone without the side effects. Dr. Bauer also offers custom orthotics for proper back posture. Since 1998, this area has trusted the team at Bauer Chiropractic. So if you've got pain, see Shane at Bauer Chiropractic.
For over a century, Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed to quality workmanship and getting the job done right the first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff. Blessed be the president of Marian University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marian University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marian University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres!
Welcome back here to St. Mary's Springs Academy. This portion of the game brought to you by Aurora Healthcare. Who do you trust with your family's health for aches and pains, physicals, and sports injuries? Fond du Lac families choose Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Marshall Rutherford, a family medicine specialist. Dr. Rutherford is your go-to for keeping your family healthy. Learn more at aurora.org/doctors. Ledgers start with the basketball here in the second half. Will Jan goes up for a three. Some contact there, and no whistle forthcoming. Back the other way with Lomira. Didn't know if it's who that was closing out on Will Jan. Didn't know if they give him enough room to land, but no whistle came from, well, the one place that it makes the difference for the whistle to come. And so Lomira will have the basketball in their 30-point lead to build upon. A nice first half for the Lions, and that might be underplaying it. Here's Charlie Cole. Cole snaps the pass out to Stager, who finds a cutting Keegan Kell, and Kell having a very nice night. He's got 13 now, and that time Kell cutting in from the corner. He was found by teammate Blake Stager. Baker gets to the middle of the paint. Shot fake for Will Jan. Jan looking for Miller. That one's poked away by Charlie Cole and stolen by Keegan Kell. Kell looks to Cole in the corner, wide open. Left corner, 3 on the way for Charlie Cole. He's got 3 more. 9 for Cole. He's hit 3 threes tonight. Now he's back on defense and he trips Jack Judkins. So 2 possessions and 5 more points for the Lions. Looked pretty friendly, Jack Judkins and Charlie Cole grinning at each other. No malice there. Cole just slipped and tripped him. And Jack Judkins able to pay it off on the inbounds play coming free. And he's got his 6th and 7th points of the night. He's now the Ledger's top scorer with those 7. Stager into the front court, hounded by Will Jan. That one's poked away by Joey Kuhn. And the referee just asking Charlie Cole, you sure you didn't touch that? Cole said, no, it wasn't me. Lion basketball. Here is Dooley, far side with Stager. Stager with the rip through, and a bad pass there picked off by Ben Baker. Baker throws it up ahead to Will Jan, and the first person to get to it is Hunter Dooley. Deflected out of bounds. Dooley using those wide receiver and defensive back skills from the football field that time. Catch the football pass from Ben Baker. I suppose they call that a baseball pass in basketball, but anyways, we've almost named all the major sports. Down to the corner. If you need hockey, you can find that on Radio Plus too, by the way. Here's Ben Baker for 3. Deep 3. This one's short and flies out of bounds on the far corner, and it goes back to Lomira. Is shoulder pain keeping you up at night? For pain relief, Fond du Lac Families Trust Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Lauren Potter. There are many causes of shoulder pain. As a shoulder specialist, Dr. Potter has the advanced training to take better care of your injury. Learn more at aurora.org/ortho. Ben Baker deflects that. Blake Stager pass out. Careful down there on the scorer's table. And here's a pass that's picked off by Jack Judkins. Judkins reads the eyes of Blake Stager, and I don't think Coach Kohler too much like that one as he checks in Jackson Bloom. And Coach Kohler takes the timeout and has a message for his player, Blake Stager. Let's take a full timeout here with the Lions. Back after this.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Life is full of milestones, big and small. At Fond du Lac Credit Union, we're proud to be a part of your journey. From landing your first job to moving into your dream home, starting a family, or planning for what's next, we make the money part easy so you can focus on what matters most. Whatever stage you're in, we're right there with you. Fond du Lac Credit Union, here for life and every stage along the way. For more information, visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium and just observing that huddle, all the coaching there for the team came from the assistant coaches as Coach Kohler had a message he wanted to get across to Blake Stagers. Now sitting on the bench, Jackson Bloom came in for him. And just an uncharacteristic pass that Lomira just has not made over the course of this season. And an easy turnover for the Ledgers. Here's Jackson Bloom on the drive. He gets to the hoop where he's fouled by Matt Miller. And Bloom 0 for 1 from the free throw line. He's got a couple of points to this point in the ball game, and the first free throw this time for Bloom is short as well. So make it 0 for 2 for Bloom from the free throw line. Second one is short, just like the first, and the rebound down with Joey Kuhn. Here comes Kuhn the other way, lobs it to Judkins in the corner. He's being hounded by Keegan Kell, near side with Ben Baker. 3 minutes gone in the second half on Ben Baker's senior night. Here's Joey Kuhn, 3-ball, no good, rebound skied for and taken in by Jake Bresky. Here comes Dooley up ahead to Jackson Bloom. Bloom has it poked away by Baker, and it'll be a sideline inbounds for Jackson Bloom and the Lions. Bloom has Dooley come free late. Looking underneath to Bresky. Bresky has it tied up. Oh, they're going to get a foul here on Joey Kuhn, who took it right out of the arms of Jake Bresky, but not cleanly, according to the official. That was great hands by Joey Kuhn. Read the situation well, stripped it out cleanly. Here's Jake Bresky. Bresky to the hoop, through the contact of Brody Stefani, and Stefani just kind of throws his hands up, and I think he just said to Joey Kuhn, what else can I do? Well, there's not much he can do working against the 6'9", Jake Bresky. Whether you're playing in a rec league or in the majors, sitting out due to injury is no fun. If pain has moved you to the sidelines, Aurora Sports Health can help get you back in the lineup. Start with a free injury eval at Aurora Sports Health. You can request one at aurora.org/sports. And one is good from Jake Bresky. 58-24 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Now Jackson Bloom gets his hands on another pass, and they're going to get a foul on the far side, Charlie Cole, and it will go to Springs. That time Bloom knocked it away, and I think he thought it was going to be Bresky that was going to collect it, and Bresky was starting to run the floor. And so just a miscommunication there after the nice defensive play by Jackson Bloom. Maddox Bodden returns for Lomira. Flashed some good stuff in the first half. Here's Zane Wilson for Springs. Baker, Jan, far side Joey Kuhn. Kuhn hounded by Jackson Bloom. Hands off to Zane Wilson. Wilson with a lob pass to Kuhn that goes awry. A lot of the life sucked out of the building with how Lomira has played here to start the second half and just build upon a 30-point halftime lead. Shovel pass there from Cole looking for King. And again, a miscommunication there. So it hasn't been perfect, certainly here in the second half for Lomira. But if you can play imperfect basketball and hang nearly 60 points on a conference opponent, a Springs team that still has a chance to finish in the top half of the flyway with a couple of games to go. So, I mean, look, I'm not saying the flyway is the strongest conference in the history of the world. It's perhaps maybe slightly down this year, but it's still a very good league. And it's a league that has a North Fondy team playing its best basketball in the last probably decade. Springs forces another turnover, maybe more than that for North Fondy. Here goes Ben Baker, spins past Cooper King, fires a pass across to Stefani, and that one's tipped out by Cooper King. So, you know, maybe not that top-level chaser for the Lions, but overall, balance-wise, maybe it's as strong as it's ever been for the flyway top to bottom. Here's Zane Wilson. Down to the corner with Baker. Baker guarded by Jake Bresky. Baker wants the right wing three. This one's off to the right. King can't control the rebound, but that's because he was fouled by Brody Stefani. Here comes Mason Shelvin. For Lomira, he'll replace Jake Bresky. And Charlie Cole will trot into the front court. Far side with Bodden. Back to Cole. Ball fake there. He's trapped. Gets it to the high post to Maddox Bodden. Cooper King wide open. That's kind of his thing. Stopping if he can find him for a jump shot from deep. He's a great spot-up shooter. That time he missed. Offensive rebound stays with Lomira. Cole's got it top of the key. And here's Mason Shelvin. Shelvin looks to Cooper King, who gets the screen for Maddox Bodden, and King can't hit that one either. That one tipped out by Stefani to Wilson. Wilson up ahead to Bentley Coots, who has it stripped by the good hands of Maddox Bodden. King looks underneath, kick by Stefani. And here comes Brenton Rodriguez. 12 and a half minutes to play here tonight in a contest that has been all Lions to this point. Shelvin able to recollect after it was tipped away by Bentley Coots. Mason Shelvin, that time, they called the travel. Either could have gotten that or his fourth foul of the ball game as he leaned and got Brody Stefani on the floor, but they opted for the travel, and here comes Ben Baker and the Ledgers. Same outcome at the end of the day. No-look pass from Baker, stolen by Jackson Bloom. Bloom gives it to Charlie Cole. Long strides from Charlie Cole, and he's got 11 points here tonight. And Jackson Bloom back in a passing lane. Guess who? Man, Jackson Bloom has been everywhere tonight. And despite just having 2 points, I would say has impacted this game in such an impressive way for Lomira, and he's going to get a much-deserved rest here. He might not want it. He's out there flying around. Hunter Schomburg, the freshman for Lomira, the only rostered freshman on the team this year. He's out there right now. And forces an errant pass from Brenton Rodriguez over the head of Bentley Coots. So Schomburg right onto the floor and did a nice job there. We've seen Schomburg in spot action. He's a good defender. In fact, when Hunter Dooley picked up a couple of early fouls trying to guard Gannon Schwartz from Winnebago Lutheran, they brought Hunter Schomburg off the bench to deal with the Vikings' reigning player of the year. Here goes Charlie Cole. Pass fake there, out to Shelvin. Shelvin wants the triple. This one comes up short. And the rebound down with Ben Baker and the Ledgers. Baker's into the front court with just 2 points on Ben Baker night. And misses that one up short. Here's Shelvin. Kicks it over to Cooper King. King gets to the free throw line. Near side, Charlie Cole. Another for Charlie Cole. His 4th 3 of the night, and he's got 14. Closing in on what Jake Bresky's 17. Game high 17 for Bresky. Here's a 3 for Ben Baker, left wing. That one misses. And the rebound tracked down by Zane Wilson. Over to Bentley Coots. Coots back to Wilson. Shot fake there. Goes past Cole and kicks it out to Ben Baker. Baker gets it right back from Zane Wilson. Skips a pass over to Rodriguez, and he looks far side to Coots, who misses the 3. And Stefani's going to pick up another foul. He can pick them up in bunches, just like we saw from Mason Shelvin in the first half. And Stefani's all the way up to 3 fouls. All of them coming here in the second half. Keegan Kell returns for Lomira, and he brings some role players with him. Cameron Ryan thought he got that half-court shot off before the halftime buzzer. He did not. Kincaid total. Here's Keegan Kell. Kell for 3. This one misses. And the rebound down with Matthew Miller. Kuhn. Rodriguez, far side to Coots. Bentley Coots driving on Keegan Kell. Now gives it to Brenton Rodriguez. Gets to the hoop. Counted and the foul for Brenton Rodriguez. He's got 5 now tonight. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Free throw up and good for Brenton Rodriguez, so he's up to 6. And Bresky's going to come back in for Lomira along with his point guard, Hunter Dooley. By the way, we did get a halftime score from Campbell Sport. The Cougars and the Cardinals of Mayville tied up at 25. So some potentially standings-altering results out there right now. That would be if Campbell Sport was able to beat Mayville, that would be an upset. And if North Fonty was able to go on the road at the pit and beat Laconia, I mean, I'm not sure there's been a bigger win in this conference recently, and right now 7:09 left in the second half. North Fonty's got an 11-point lead, 40-29. That one's on RadioPlusInfo.com as well, so you can see that game right here on Radio Plus. Or you can stay here with a 63-27 contest, and nice play by Joey Kuhn that time guarding Cameron Ryan. I'll tell you what, and this is not to slight that North Fonty Laconia game. It's a little bit closer than this one. I wouldn't change the channel because this Lomira team is so fun to watch. Here's a tie-up. Nice play, Kincaid total underneath, tying up Joey Kuhn. And I know if there are Springs fans out there watching, this is a frustrating one for the Ledgers, and they don't find themselves down by this many points very often, especially over the last decade. But, you know, man, for the neutral, these Lomira Lions are a fun watch. There's so many different facets to what they do well. Here's Joey Kuhn. By the way, Michael Keeble out there, he's had a really nice stretch here for Springs. He's a sophomore, started the season exclusively on JV. Now he's getting some minutes here in, obviously this isn't necessarily big-time action, but he played some big minutes against both Laconia and WLA and hit some big shots in both those games as well. That one deflected out by Jake Bresky, but they're going to say Keeble touched it last. So over to Lomira. With another bucket, the Lions have a 40-point lead. This portion of the game presented by Fogel Family Dentistry. Dr. Dylan Fogel is the new owner of Doyle Kelly Dental on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac. Bresky getting a screen for Hunter Dooley. Dooley all the way to the hoop on the left side. He's got his first points of the night. And if you're the Lions, you have 65 points without Hunter Dooley scoring. Good night. Just tells you how many options there are on this team. Obviously, the 19 for Bresky is excellent. Now Bresky's got a steal here. Took it away from Calvin Steves. He's going to go right side up with the floater. No good. Rebound, or excuse me, the foul is on the floor. So foul number 6 on Springs. And with the 40-point lead, under 9 minutes, it's now running clock. And a timeout here, I believe, taken by Coach Kohler. Let's take the timeout with him. It's a 30. Back in 30 seconds on Radio Plus.
Hey, Devontae.
Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
Oh, there it is. Cheaters don't get chicken. Huh? Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
All right, back here at Hutter Gymnasium. Jordan King with you here from the Radio Plus broadcast booth on the campus of St. Mary's Springs. 30-second timeout taken by Lomira. And they have an underneath inbounds here, and Coach Kohler just wanted to get this play sorted out. They're going to lob it into Bresky. Bresky down the paint, up with the shot. He's fouled by Bentley Coots. So Bresky to the line where he is 3 for 5. That's the 7th team foul on the Ledgers as well. And Bresky will hit the 20-point plateau. He's kind of, I think he had his finger jammed there, kind of trying to work that out. And he's going to take a seat here. Levi Zedler, by the way, sophomore, comes into the ball game for Lomira. Bresky's over the 20-point threshold, make it 21 with that free throw. And now he's going to take a seat as well. And thankfully, I don't have a 32. I'm just kidding. I'm not thankful for this. 32, I don't have a 32 on my roster here. So we'll do the best we can to try to track down who that is out there for Lomira. And I apologize in advance. Here's Michael Keeble for the Ledgers. Backdoor cut by Will Jan. Jan at the hoop, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Lucas Babler, but he was standing out of bounds when he collected. So the last 6 minutes are going to evaporate pretty quickly here. Want to tell you to stick around for the Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Don't go anywhere. After we're done here, we'll give you the final stats, talk to a couple of players, and much more here post-game in what is going to be a Lions win. They lead it by 42 right now, and Babler has it poked away, but it'll go back to the Ledgers. Now Keegan Kell's going to take a seat, and all the starters have been ushered out of this game by Coach Kohler. Calvin Steffes for the Ledgers gives it to Will Jan, top of the key with Keeble. Keeble with this rip through, back to Will Jan. That one's tapped away by Hunter Schomburg. Steffes has it into the front court, gives it to Coots. Here's Keeble, thought about the three, now he's gonna drive. The drive and kick has just been so tough for Springs here tonight. The length of Lomira impacting the passes, impacting the shots as well. Here's Ryan in transition, gives it to Schomburg, far side. Zedler for three. This one's a little bit too strong for Zedler, and saved underneath to Lucas Babler. Here comes Babler trying the right side. Almost has it swatted away by Cameron Ryan. Instead, Calvin Steffes kicks it back out. Here's Babler for three. This one comes up short. Rebound down for Ryan, and he throws it off the leg of Lucas Babler. But they were saying Cameron Ryan was already out of bounds when he jumped, so it'll stay with Springs. Dawson Casper out onto the floor for Lomira is number 22 out there. Here is Lucas Babler. Babler up and under, and he's tied up. Nice play by Dawson Casper. Just came off the bench and makes a nice defensive play. And Casper is going to act as the point guard here for the Lions offensively. Tries the right side, kicks it out to Schomburg. Schomburg goes past Wilson, and now back to Casper. Skip pass, taken away by Brody Stefani. Stefani goes coast to coast, and doesn't go down. Put back, that won't go either. And the rebound down with Hunter Schomburg of the Lions. Ryan near side to Total, down to the corner. Casper wants the three. This one no good, little strong from Dawson Casper. And the rebound fought for and will stay with the Lions. Here comes Zedler once again. So Coach Kohler really rotating some of the back end of his bench. Get some equal playing time out there for guys that don't usually get the opportunity. Casper's going to trigger it in here, looking for Total. That one's knocked away. Nice play there by Babler. And keep it rotating for the Lions. Here's Keeble on the steal. Steffes, top of the key, Zane Wilson. Looks out to Babler, down to the Keeble. Keeble, quick release from the corner. That one's no good. Looked good off the hand from Michael Keeble, but it was not. Kincaid total looked like he kicked that one and wasn't whistled. Zedler keeps it in. No look pass out to Ryan, then total. They're just out there hooping now. Dribble drive, kicked out to total. Top of the key with Ryan. Cameron Ryan's going to try the right side, and he is pushed. It'll be 1-and-1 bonus. Brody Stefani picks up foul number 4. Onto the floor now, I should say. Dre Keeney, Sergio Rodriguez, Micah Schneider all onto the floor for Springs. And they've stopped the clock momentarily. To my knowledge, it should still run. It should not stop for even free throws up 40, but perhaps my understanding is incorrect. The free throw no good, and the rebound down with Springs. Here comes Heaney into the front court. Looks far side to Steffes. Here's Rodriguez, Sergio Rodriguez. Gets it back from Zane Wilson. Rodriguez wants the 3, comes up just short. And the rebound down with Lomira with $1:20 to go. And a 42-point lead on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Cameron Ryan spins once, spins twice. Now Kincaid total. Looks to the corner with Schaumburg. Top of the key with Zedler. Good ball movement here for Lomira. And good hands there from Sergio Rodriguez. And a travel. .47 seconds left in the contest. Wilson's got it now. Zane Wilson down to the corner with Sergio Rodriguez. Rodriguez with the dribble drive, up with the floater, no good. Here's Cameron Ryan into the front court. Last 30 seconds. We'll see if Springs opts to let Lomira dribble it out. Instead, Kincaid total hits a 3. The senior off the bench hits a triple for Lomira. Rodriguez, nice backdoor cut. He's at the rack. It won't go for Sergio Rodriguez. Nice cut from Rodriguez, and Springs drew up a play to get Rodriguez at the hole. Couldn't get it to go. Here's a 3 from the corner for Lomira. That comes up short, and that's going to do it here tonight. 72-27 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. All Lomira tonight here at Springs. Let's take a timeout. Coming up, Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Don't go anywhere.
No matter what your age, there's nothing like bowling to get the arms and the legs moving. So get on over to Generation Lanes in El Dorado, where you can join one of their adult or kids leagues. Mom and Dad, you know it's what your kids want this winter. Generation Lanes is the home of awesome homemade pizza, soups, and appetizers. Good prices, too. Well, they've got daily food specials, and be sure to try their Fish Fry Fridays. Thinking about your next event? Why not talk to Jeremy about catering? They open every day at 11, so we'll see you soon.
Dripping faucets and running toilets aren't just annoying, they're increasing your water bill. Clogged toilets and drains aren't just frustrating, they often indicate bigger problems. Pipe bursts aren't just messy, you need Maxwell Plumbing. These guys are affordable, and they know what they're doing. For plumbing projects and problems, it's Maxwell Plumbing, located in Lomira, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Washington counties. Maxwell Plumbing and HTG.com.
This winter, make your home the coziest place in town with Surefire heating and air conditioning. For 3 generations, the Surefire family has been serving Wisconsin homes, bringing warmth and comfort to your families just like yours. As the temperatures drop, trust the company that's been in the business of keeping homes warm for over 75 years. This is Tom Schwartz with Surefire. Call us today and ask about our rebates that can help you save big on your comfort this coming winter. Visit us at surefireinc.com.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Safety is first and foremost on what we do every day.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank & Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank & Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademans, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
All right, back here at Hutter Gymnasium, Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Looking for a loan with no hassle? They can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community, your local community bank, Fox Valley Savings Bank. Final score here tonight, 72-27, on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Lomira all over Springs here tonight on senior night, also known as Ben Baker night here. Ben Baker held to just 2 free throws here tonight, did not make a field goal. Again, dealing with a lot in terms of the injury front is Ben Baker, and you could certainly tell. Scoring for Springs, 9 for Jack Judkins, 6 for Brenton Rodriguez, 6 for Joey Kuhn, 3 for Will Yan, 2 for Ben Baker, 1 for Lucas Babler. For Lomira, 21 for Jake Bresky, 14 for Charlie Cole, 13 for Keegan Kell, 9 for Blake Stager, 4 for Mason Shelvin, 3 apiece for Kincaid Total, and 2 each for Jackson Bloom, Maddox Bodden, Cooper King, and Hunter Dooley. Those the final scores for both of these teams. Marian University presents our player of the game. Log on to marianuniversity.edu to get started today. Jake Bresky, 21 points here tonight. He dominated the glass again. Very good defensively as well was Jake Bresky. However, I do want to say Charlie Cole's 14 points tonight. He hit 4 threes. That's as confident as I've seen Charlie Cole shooting the basketball over the course of this season. And that's good things. That's going to spell good things for the Lomira Lions, who are just coming out of their locker room with championship shirts already prepared for the Lions. They're going to get some photos with the trophy down there. BCI Burke presents our play of the game. Log on to burkecareers.com for play that moves you. That's BURKE careers.com for play that moves you. And again, I've done this last couple of games that, this one was not close. I'm not going to select a play, but how about a stretch? Lomira had this thing at about 20 points. Springs got it all the way down to 12 or 14, and then Lomira responded to that. I think it ended up being a 7-0 Springs run, and they responded with that, pushing it all the way out to a 30-point halftime lead. And from then on, it was cruise control for Lomira here tonight on their way to a 72-27 Flyway Conference clinching win. They're the champs. There's a look at the champs, and we're going to go down onto the floor and talk to a couple of the champs when we return on the Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Don't go anywhere.
Join a growing team offering outstanding benefits, including their own health clinic, paid training, and top wages. Take the next step in your career. Join Southern Wisconsin's premier manufacturer, Metalcraft of Mayville, hiring all positions, skilled and unskilled. All shifts at their Mayville, West Bend, Beaver Dam, Fall River, and Horicon facilities. No experience required. Learn more and apply at MTLcraft.com. That's MTLcraft.com.
Wearing Lobbies make the difference. Metalcraft of Mayville.
Metalcraft is an equal opportunity employer. Minorities, women, veterans, and persons with disabilities encouraged to apply.
It's the dawn of a new day for Dr. Kathy Doyle Kelly and Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry.
I'm Dr. Dylan Fogel, and I'm now the new owner of Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry. I'm truly honored to carry forward the tradition of personalized care you've come to know and trust. You'll still see Dr. Kathy and all the familiar faces who make this office feel like home. At Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry, we promise to do everything we can to keep you smiling before, after, and even during your appointment.
Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry will be changing its name to Fogel Family Dentistry in 2026. Find Dr. Dylan Fogel on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac.
At Bernhard Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhard Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhard Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction. For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
We are Hochschild Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hochschild Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon, the automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service, full service, batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondy Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at fondyfamilydental.com.
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
All Phase HVAC sales and service is the go-to for heating, cooling, and geothermal needs. Whether it's sweltering summer days or chilly winter nights, they've got the perfect solution. Their team is dedicated to keeping homes comfortable year-round with top-notch installations and reliable repairs. Plus, they offer energy-efficient options that save money while keeping homes cozy. Trust All Phase for all HVAC needs and enjoy a comfortable home no matter the season. Call All Phase HVAC today.
All right, back here at Hutter Gymnasium, Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show here with Coach Kohler. Coach, man, if I'd have told you, all right, first 12 games conference season, undefeated, lock up the conference, you'd take that back in November, huh?
Yeah, I think that'd be a pretty good first year, so I can't complain. Proud of how we played tonight.
Yeah, big win tonight. Obviously, you guys jumped all over them. Just how'd you like how you finished that first half? They cut it to something like 12 or 14. You guys pushed it out to 30 there before halftime. How big was that stretch?
I was just proud of. It's easy when you're the better team with the target on your back, just come out and play sloppy and just hope that talent wins the game. But I thought, I think we allowed 9 points the second half. I thought just in general we played really well and handled the situation well.
Keegan's been tremendous from three. I think he's still somewhere around 50% this year. We're used to seeing Charlie Cole hit the threes. 4 threes tonight. The shot seems to be coming around. What a weapon he could be come postseason, eh?
Yeah, I know he was struggling on his shot a little bit, but we tell him in practice to just keep shooting because what's going to end up happening is it's going to be a regional or a sectional, and all of a sudden Charlie Cole's going to have 5 threes. So just stay patient. Your games are going to come, and it happened tonight. So,
Jake, it just seems it just does his thing. It's just quiet 21 here tonight, I felt. But you look down at the end of the game, and he just has a massive impact on both sides of the floor.
Yeah, I was getting on him because I thought he could have played better. 21 points, but to me it's like you could have 30 or 35 points. You just got to go in there and dominate, and I think he did a little bit after I got on him. So,
last guy I kind of highlighted, Jackson Bloom, comes. He had a couple of minute stretch. He blocked one on one end, gets an and one. He's behind the back passes. He's getting in passing lanes, flying into the bleachers. This kid's fun to watch.
Yeah, he does all the things that aren't on the score sheet, and he plays hard. He understands his role. He doesn't need to score. I think he could score a little bit more, honestly, but he does everything we asked him. He plays extremely hard. He's fun to watch.
Coach, appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Flyweight Conference champ. Sounds
Thanks.
pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it does. Thanks.
All right, thanks to Coach Kohler. We're going to see if we can track down Keegan Kell, and Keegan Kell and Jake Bresky will let Coach Kohler go grab them. As we do, we'll remind you, 21 points for Jake Bresky, 14 for Charlie Cole. Keegan Kell had 13 tonight. Just a great night all around for Lomira. But, Coach Kohler just said that there. I kind of say the same thing. Charlie Cole's primed to go off for a big night sometime in the postseason. All right, here's the big man. Hand that to you, Jake. First of all, congratulations, Flyweight Conference champs. I know you guys wanted this last year, but hey, pretty good this year, huh?
Yeah, thank you.
Undefeated. If I told you back in November, 12 games in, undefeated Flyweight Conference champs, you clinch it already. What would you have told me back in November?
Honestly, I would have believed you. We know we could run the table. We still had some of our games, but this was our goal of ours, and I think we did great. This is our first goal, but we still have a lot more to do.
Coach told me a lot of the things you guys have been saying, hey, there's a lot of things we want to achieve for the first time since that 2000 team, which was a special team in Lomira. Just what's your guys' mindset, and what's the message been from you as a leader and the rest of your guys? I know Hunter's a vocal leader on this team, but what's the message been to the rest of the guys?
The message has been we came in here and kind of knew we were going to win, but we still got to celebrate it because it hadn't been done in so long, and just thinking about how long it's been, it just pushes us every day, and we can be this group. We are the new warm-ups today, create a legacy, and that's really what we want to do.
Coach said leave no doubt has kind of been his message to you over the last couple of weeks. Get that 1 seed, win an undefeated conference championship. How have you guys taken that to heart? What's that looked like in practice for you guys?
We practice super hard. We're always getting on each other. We run a lot, we do, but it's all to make us better.
21 points tonight. Congrats, Jake, on a big night tonight. We'll let you hand that off to Keegan and let him slide in here. Keegan Kell, 13 points here tonight. Keegan, Well, we'll start with you. I want to talk about one of your fellow guards out there, but I mean, you're still shooting it somewhere around 50% this year. It probably doesn't get old seeing that basketball hoop look like a hula hoop up there, huh?
Yeah, sometimes they don't go in, but coach gives me the opportunity to shoot whenever I want, and I appreciate that. I just try to make them all.
You know, with a guy like Jake, obviously having shooters around him is key to an offense, having balance. Obviously, you've had a lot of success this year. Charlie, over the last, obviously tonight he makes 4 threes. That shot seems to be getting back to the Charlie Cole that we knew and we had so much of last year. Just how dangerous could he be to this postseason run for you guys?
Yeah, Charlie's great. I mean, he's been playing great. I mean, the last how many games, and that only helps the team. And I think I'm so proud of the guys. I mean, they've been playing great the last how many games too.
Jackson Bloom comes off the floor and he just flies around. I mean, what has he meant coming off of an injury, really kind of getting back into the swing of things? Now it looks like he's back to the Jackson Bloom of last season, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, when he came back, I mean, everything runs more smoothly. I mean, he's another guy that we can just throw in there and know he's going to give 100% every game.
Last one for you. You guys undefeated conference champs so far. Still have some work to do. Still want to get that 1 seed. What has Coach Kohler meant to you guys? He comes in here first season. What he's done is outside looking in, really impressive. What's it look like from your guys' perspective?
I mean, I trust Coach with 100% of my heart. I mean, everything he tells us, I believe in, and just try to do the best of your ability, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Keegan, congrats on the conference championship.
Thank you.
Congrats on the good game tonight. Go get him in the postseason. All right, there you go. That is Keegan Kelly. Had 13 tonight. He was the 3rd leading scorer for Lomira. The final tonight, 72-27 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll finish things up in the Radio Plus broadcast booth with you right after this on the Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Don't go anywhere.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Mars Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Let the daydreams of spring begin. Connect with the Auto Show Sale at Holiday and explore all that's new from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Score money-saving offers, get more for your trade, and enjoy Team Holiday's warm and genuine guest care.
We earn the trust of drivers from all over Wisconsin by following through and going the extra mile. It's what we do.
Showtime is go time. Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Ergo Bank, we know there's a deposit account to fit your unique needs. Whether you want to earn interest on your balance, or perhaps enjoy cashback rewards, or maybe grow your money over time, Ergo Bank makes it real easy. From savings and checking accounts to savings accounts and, of course, CDs. We can do it all while offering flexible options and convenient access for a banking experience that's built just for you. Ergo Bank, better banking by design. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Early withdrawal penalties may apply.
Brock Fleischer here with Homestead Realty. I know that buying and selling a home can be stressful. I'm here to help. Are you ready to sell? I have buyers waiting for a home just like yours. Are you looking to buy? I can sell any home that's on the market, and I'm here to get you pre-approved to purchase, along with finding the best loan and lender for your situation. I'll even go as far as arranging movers. For an easier real estate transaction, give me a call. Brock Fleischer, 920-960-0555.
All right, back here at Hutter Gymnasium one last time. Jordan King with you, Carrie punching the buttons, and Cam on the cam. Appreciate their work here tonight on Radio Plus Video Sports. Some final scores for you from around the Flyway Conference, and the one that will be kind of heard around the Flyway, so to speak, is North Fond du Lac 53, Laconia 46. Wow, that is one that not a lot of people would have picked, although I did say the first time Springs played Laconia, I thought North Fond du Lac would win a conference game this year. And it happened. I know I'm not some sort of wise old, whatever. But they played much better basketball this season. It is not the same old North Fond du Lac, and that was the case over tonight in the pit. They get their first win in I don't know how long in the Flyway Conference, and it comes over at Laconia. Mayville 56, Campbellsport 51, and WLA got a 15-point home win against Omro tonight. So those are the results. So WLA vaults itself back up into third place in the Flyway, ahead of Laconia, and that really shakes some things up, as it looks like Mayville's going to finish second in the Flyway, and, well, you know who the champs are. You saw them here tonight. 72-27, Lomira wins its first conference championship since 2000, and that team went all the way down to state. So there you go. Perhaps this Lomira team is as good, is plenty good enough to make a run like that. All right, so what is coming up the rest of the way on Radio Plus Video Sports? Well, that's brought to you, as always, by AirTech. No matter which type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable technicians at AirTech Heating can perform a timely repair if things go wrong. Go to radioplusinfo.com for the complete schedule, or you can subscribe on YouTube. Coming up on Thursday, Fox Cities at Fond du Lac Warbirds girls hockey playoffs, Lomira at Springs girls basketball. I'll be along for that one. Waupun at Lake Mills girls hoops, North Fondy at Laconia girls hoops, and then let's see, some more boys hockey's playoffs, and then Partyville at Oakfield boys hoops. So all of that coming up on Thursday. Then we'll have more coming up Friday, Saturday, and onward here on Radio Plus. Jordan King saying so long. Thanks to all our sponsors up and down the line. Thanks to the crew here. Thanks to the fine folks at Springs and to both of these programs for the interviews here tonight. Lomira wins their first conference title in 26 years. The win tonight, 72-27 over Springs here on their senior night. Jordan King saying so long from Hutter Gymnasium. Have a great Tuesday.
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Lens Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marion University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal, Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Tagliapietra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office,
Michael's Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Vogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Sirauer Family Dental,